Hello everybody, my name is Masterstarman, and welcome back for more Let's Play Pokémon Emerald. In the last part, we went to the Sootopolis gym, ran into a wild Pokemon apparently.
Don't you hate when random Pokemon interrupt your introduction?
Yup. And
You know what I hate is when I combine two words because I get ahead of myself.
Yeah.
So
And
where are we going now?
Evergrande City, which I don't really remember the way how to get there personally. I kind of jump a little bit ahead of where most people go in whenever they do this part of the game, because usually most people either battle all trainers on this route or go somewhere else. You can actually at this point go and catch Rayquaza, which would be cool, but I don't want to spend... I'm way too underleveled to do that, and I don't want to spend a long time trying to catch him.
In this game, is he one of those ones that's like 30 Pokeballs to catch?
Yeah. He's the big green dragon on the cover of the game.
I hate when when you're trying to catch one of these legendaries and it takes you like, I'm saying 30 Pokeballs, but then you watch somebody else's Let's Play and they get it like the second try. And you're
know.
Like, how?
There's times... Honestly, am I the only one who feels like legendaries are getting easier to catch, though? Starting with Gen 5?
I would say that for sure.
Like, I feel in Gen 4, there was one legendary that pissed me off a lot. That, in my opinion, is one of the hardest ones to catch because he knows a move that boosts his special attacks so much it, like, can one-shot your whole team without trying. But, like, aside from that, he's not that bad of a Pokemon to catch. But I found, like, when I played some of the older games, like, when I was playing Fire Red once, it took me a bunch of tries to get Mewtwo. And in Soul Silver and Pokemon Y, it took me, like, one try each to get Mewtwo.
Yeah, it seemed a lot more satisfying when you caught a legendary in the old games than now.
Yeah. Mewtwo was actually a joke in Soul Silver, in HeartGold Soul Silver, because, he couldn't actually hit a dark type at all. So you could send in a level 1 Poochyena and he wouldn't be able to do anything.
Mewtwo, you're supposed to be one of the greatest Pokemon. How can you not take down this level 1?
Basically, any dark type, because all he knew was Psycho Cut for an attack.
That's kind of fun, though, to do. It'd be like, here's my newly hatched dark type Pokemon. Let's throw him out against Mewtwo.
Yeah. And I don't know if I just got lucky or not, but he was like, I didn't find him hard to catch in Pokemon X and Y at all either. And I should be getting close to... Evergrande City is basically the victory road of this game, which is kind of like the final main dungeon of the game.
But now you're taking on the greatest trainer of all. This is Ruben. He wouldn't lie about being the greatest trainer. He just wouldn't.
Oh yeah, sure.
He's so good, he's out in the middle of nowhere.
Basically. So good.
Maybe there's like an asterisk and like in really small print, he's like, I'm the greatest trainer for the surrounding 3-foot radius. Until you showed up.
Basically. Yeah, greatest trainer, not gonna...
Oh, I thought you took him out. He must be hanging on with... Oh, no. I thought for a second he was hanging on with like 1 HP. I was like, how'd he manage that trick?
Nose Pass, that's kind of a weird Pokemon to have out here.
His whole team is kind of weird.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind if my Swampert got Earthquake, but it doesn't learn that till level 53.
Oh yeah, I don't think you're getting up that high.
I'll get him up before I do the Elite Four videos, but that's not going to be for any time soon. I still need to edit, like, several videos of this. I've just been, like, taking the last, like, week off of Let's Playing.
Do you have, like, a particular reason, or are you just like, I need a break?
Ni no Kuni, basically.
You had a video game break.
Yeah.
I keep hearing good things about that game. I haven't played it yet, though.
It's really good. It's basically like Pokemon... It's like a Pokemon Tales of crossover. Like, it has a really similar style to both those kinds of games.
I like both of those games, so I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's only on PS3 though, so I don't know if like you have easy access to that.
I will find somebody I know. People of the internet who has a PS3. And don't mind me coming to your house. Is this a long game? I'm assuming it's probably...
Considering it took me 40 hours to even beat the main story.
Okay, I need a really patient person who doesn't mind me camping out on your couch for like a week. And like can provide snacks, because come on, it's a week.
Yeah, really.
But in exchange, I could be a scratching post for your cat if you have a cat or something.
Scratching I don't know how much you'd want to use yourself as a scratching post.
I would just like duct tape a sleeve of one of my arms and be like, here you go, cat. I've actually been at a friend's house though, and I've been so into like a game just sitting on a couch where like his cat was on my shoulder the whole time and I didn't even notice. And then like after I like finish the chapter of the level, I'm like looking over and be like, how long has your cat been on my shoulder? And he's like, the last half hour, dude.
Wow.
That's just when you're in the zone of the game.
Basically. Okay, thank God that Seeking didn't use Horn Drill.
Seeking always looks like you surprised it. He's like, what? Is it time to start now?
Ah, screw it.
You're unleashing the big guns on him.
Yeah, I don't even care at this point. I'm just gonna use Earthquake. Does Acid hit? Yeah, Acid hits both Pokemon. I couldn't tell.
Doesn't do that much damage, though.
Yeah.
Even that Horn attack was kind of weak.
Acid and Horn attack are both weak attacks. I think Acid has a chance of lowering defense, but I think that's about it.
I wish we had like a GPS on this game. Do you think Pokemon will ever go to that where you have like a little map on the bottom with like arrow directional or something?
I don't know. I don't think in this game there's one part that confused me a lot when I was younger. And why the hell have I seriously not used Repel yet?
I was gonna ask you, but I didn't know if this was part of your strategy.
No, I'm seriously wondering myself, why have I not used Repel yet? Oh, what?
Oh, he must have.
You're kidding me. I'm 5 levels higher and you can't run away from... Thank you.
There you go.
What were we talking about before? Oh, the GPS thing. Something about that actually about, kind of about Ni no Kuni about that. Like, Pokemon games have never really been that hard. And there's been points in RPGs lately where it seems like it's a debate whether or not you think they're holding your hand, or you just, it's like a WTF, where do I go next type of thing.
Right.
Like, you play a game like Chrono Trigger, there's some parts in that can be really confusing to know what you need to do next.
Definitely. I think a lot of those old Japanese RPGs, especially in the SNES, were like that, where you would just have to stop for a week.
Yeah, and Ni no Kuni, despite the fact it took me a lot longer to beat than it took me to beat Chrono Trigger, it shows you exactly where you need to be going the whole time. Like, it puts a big star on your map, and it tells you exactly, like, at what points in the game where you need to go at all times. So,
I kind of like that. Is it one of those things where you can, like, press a button and turn your map off if you want, or is it always there?
I think there's a way how you can I don't know if you can turn the map off, but it's like, it's just kind of like what you were saying about the little GPS thing. It shows like a little map in the corner, like of where you're going.
Right.
So, anyways, Victory Road.
And there's no one here.
Oh, there's gonna be. Actually, I just realized I'm in for a crap ton of hell. I just realized that right now.
This is not a good type matchup.
Actually, yes, it is. Extreme.
Wait, Earthquake works on him?
Yeah. ×4 super effective.
My types are all mixed up. I'm gonna stop saying, like, this is bad, because I'm all confused now. So what type is he?
Steel Rock.
Oh, okay. I was thinking he was ground for some reason.
Yeah, people get that mistake wrong with Steelix a lot. Like, they think he's Steel Rock because he evolves from Onyx, who's a rock type, but Steelix is actually Steel and Ground.
I still have never come to terms with how when you evolve, you get a new type or something. Like, how does that work?
I guess it could be, like, if you grow for a little bit, for example, Ninkata here is a ground and bug type, but when it evolves, it gets wings, so it becomes a flying type. Like,
Yeah, see, that makes sense.
Yeah, what Pokemon on here has Flash? You do. That's what I need. Who should I sacrifice a little bit? I'm thinking Swampert, but I'm not sure. Actually, I think Cacturne's my highest level, so I'm gonna put him in the PC now that I think about it. Remember me saying this.
All the grass-type fans are very mad at you now.
If I even have grass-type fans watching this. I actually...
Oh, no.
Funny story, when we did those Pokemon Platinum videos almost 3 years ago, I still got comments on them during the last year when you were off YouTube for a long time. I still got comments on those, like, wishing you were, like, still on YouTube.
You're like, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know what happened to me. It was a mess.
And seriously, I should lead off with someone much better than Camerupt, because if stuff is Camerupt's level, then this is going to be problematic.
You got a Golbat.
I don't expect that to finish it off, but I don't know. Yeah. Close,
It
but
should.
no cigar.
You drop rocks on him.
Yeah, Golbat's actually surprisingly bulky. I mean, if I used, like, Thunderbolt on him, yeah, he'd go down with no question, but...
So what do we have mostly in here? Is it a lot of bats and then the rock types in here?
Yeah, but a lot of, like, anything. Oh, really? I don't have anything above level... One Pokemon above level 40. That's just what I want. And there's gonna be stuff higher level than that. Ugh, sigh.
Think of it as an opportunity to level up right now.
Yeah, I wish this was Ni no Kuni when there was an enemy I knew that gave over 9,000 experience.
Is it like you can fight as much as you want just at one time?
I couldn't hear a thing you said because Skype just kind of, like, screwed up there.
Oh, that enemy that gives you a lot of XP, is that something that you can fight multiple times, or is it a one-off?
No, it's just like a regular, it's like a rare to find enemy, but you can find it, like, multiple times.
That's sweet. The only thing I remember about that game is, I don't know if it was last year, whenever Walmart started their trade-in program, like, you know how Best Buy, you can sell back your games? Walmart did it, and for whatever reason, they were given, like, a ridiculous amount for that game. Like,
wow,
$60 or $40. So there were people who would literally go to GameStop and raid all their copies of, like, because I think now it's only selling for, like, what, $20?
I got mine at Walmart for 20 bucks.
Yeah, so, like, people were buying all these things and then turning them in for credit, and, like, there was people who made, like, a couple $100 just turning in that game.
Wow.
It was that, and I want to say it was Gears of War. There were maybe another one, but it was a couple of, like, price glitches, because, like, right the day Walmart put up their site. Why does this guy have a full restore?
There's actually, not gonna lie, there's a guy on, like, Route 103 in this game, which is, like, the third, like, just after you get out of Heidelberg City, there's a rich boy who can use a full restore.
Oh, jeez.
I'm not joking. When the Pokemon are level, like, 7.
What's the point of that?
I have no idea. It's the stupidest thing ever, and I don't get it. But they use full restores when they're that weak.
I hate when trainers they have items that you can't even buy yet.
Mm-hmm.
But he's the rich boy, so he must have been around.
Yeah.
His daddy brought it back. You're getting the crits when you need it.
And this is the victory road I know the least of I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm gonna be wandering here a lot, because I don't really remember my way through it. Okay, I know it's up there, and yeah, I guess we'll do this here while I'm here. What Pokemon should I lead off with? I guess you're as good as any to lead off with here. Because we actually have a fairly tough battle coming up here. Hi, Wally.
Hi, Zach. I bet you're surprised to see me here. I made it all the way here, and it's all thanks to you. Zach, losing to you that time made me stronger, but I'm not going to lose anymore. I'm going to win for sure, for the Pokemon that gave me courage and strength. Okay, here I come.
So yeah, Wally. We battled him only one other time in the game, and at that point he only had a Ralts on him. Now he's kind of a lot stronger. And I
just a little bit.
Yeah, I made a crappy lead off right off the bat. I was thinking he was going to lead off with like another Magneton for some reason. I don't know why I thought this guy had a Magneton. Okay, but the Altaria is stupid and didn't bother attacking me. And Dragon Breath isn't going to do that much. I do kind of... What?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say I do kind of like Altaria's Mega Evolution.
Oh yeah, me too. Oh man, you were like so close to taking him down. So literally the last time you saw this guy, he only had like 1 or 2 Pokemon?
He had 1 Pokemon, and it was like level 15 or 20, I don't remember.
Jeez, that's a pretty big gap.
Yeah, it was like early in the game though, and now we're fighting him, like... Usually, the main rival in this game is May, but for some reason you only battle her up to like... somewhere between the 6th and 7th gyms for, like, I don't even know what reason.
May's always been one of those characters you can't figure out.
Basically. Oh, really? That didn't finish? Oh, I just lost Swampert. No surprise there. I can't believe an Ice Beam didn't finish Roselia off. Level gaps are seeming to get, like, a little less, like, meaningful lately in the series. 'Cause there's times lately where it's like, if my Pokemon's, like, a few levels under, I'm still gonna be faster, and I'm still gonna one-shot it with an Ice attack or something, but that was a good example of where it wasn't.
Yeah, that didn't even do, like, maybe like 3/4 damage. I would have thought it would have done more.
And I love that I went to Sharpedo for Earthquake instead of my other ground type that knows Earthquake as well. Oh well, Magneton's a slow-ass Pokemon anyways. If it survives this, I'm gonna be impressed.
I was always surprised the first time I saw it. I was like, why does Earthquake affect that? Because it's floating.
Yeah. I've even seen like not professionals, but like people who know Pokemon really well forget that as well. Cause I used a Magnezone in Pokemon Black 2, and that thing got so buffed in that game, it's almost unreal.
Why does he have a Delcatty?
I have no idea.
He has a very weird team.
Yeah. I mean, Altaria, Magneton, his Gardevoir, I'm not even gonna bother censoring that because I, like, never do. Thank God that missed!
That could have been frustrating.
Yeah, Sing puts you to sleep, but it has a low-ass accuracy. And the Gardevoir, which is not a fairy type in this game, so I can stay in with my dark type and just destroy this thing. That was so confusing that it got the fairy type.
Yeah, I hate when they go back in the new generations and they'll change the type of old Pokemon that you already knew.
Yeah, like, I think when X and Y was being announced, I was saying, like, you know, if Granbull got a fairy type, which wouldn't make any sense, but the reason I say if Granbull got it, of course I have Cacturn in the PC right now when I need it the most. Oh my god. I was like, you know, this would actually be a great Pokemon for me to use on my team. I would love to use one, and then I never used it.
Oh, man.
Even though you get it early on, I felt like once I caught my, one of my Pokemon that I got, like, just after the first gym, I'm like, you know what, this is gonna be my team. I like this team. this is going to be my team throughout the full game. And I had everything shortly after the first gym.
So what do you think they're going to do next generation to, like, completely change everything? Do you think they're going to give you a different, like, an extra Pokemon, or maybe make, like, HM where you don't have to have a permanent move? What do you think they're going to do to mix it up?
I don't know. One thing I'd hope for is multiple save files. Even if it was just even if it was just another one, I'd love that. Because the problem I have with the series is I'm always one of those guys who never wants to delete my save data, because it's like, I have so many memories on these ones, I don't want to erase all these Pokemon and, like, whatnot, because it feels cruel and I never want to do it.
Right.
But, so I don't, which means I only play through the games, like, once.
Why do you think Nintendo does that? Do you think it's just one of those things where they want you and your brother to buy each a copy of the game?
I don't know. I mean, if you have... I'm honestly an only child, so for me that, like...
Right.
It doesn't really affect me, but, like, I can understand why, if someone, like, wanted... If someone, who wasn't, like, I can understand, like... I know several people who were, like, had a sibling that was only, like, a year apart, and then they both ended up getting the different versions. In that situation, it makes sense, but I don't think that it's really... I don't know. Then again, I don't know very many people who don't have a sibling besides myself.
Well, it seems like a lot of times, too, most of the people who are buying these games, they do buy both versions, so I don't think you would lose that much in sales if you gave people an extra save file. Yeah,
that's true. I mean, I don't have... If I honestly, I'll just say this right now, actually, I actually do have, plans to Let's Play Pokemon White and White 2 at some point, maybe. Even though Pokemon White was, like, my least... Like, Black and White were my least favorite Pokemon games. And, oh, crap, I just realized Strength was on my character. You're really kidding me.
Oh, man.
Do I have any Pokemon that has a move I can easily reteach over?
It's all your fault, Beautifly.
You know what? I have an idea. Takedown isn't that much stronger. It's, yeah, only, like, 10 base power more. But, it has less accuracy and recoil, so I think I'm gonna put Strength on you.
That's not such a bad trade-off.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse. Now, if I remember... Now, I don't remember how to get through this room at all. Because this is one of the most confusing victory roads. And there's Rock Smash boulders. If I need that, I'm gonna be... Oh, God. Tell me I don't need that.
Let's just pretend it's for an item.
I hope it is. I really do. I know you can get the TM for Psychic somewhere in this place, which is a good move, but I don't know if anything on my team can learn that. And coming to think of it, I don't think anything can.
Are you not a fan of the Psychic types, or this playthrough you just decided not to catch one?
I decided not to catch one. God dang it!
They're just really screwing with you now.
Oh my, this area hates me. Can Beautifly learn? No, you're freaking kidding me. I could just use a Heart Scale, because Camerupt learns Earthquake No, I want to keep Earthquake. Oh, damn it. What can I freaking get rid of here? Seriously. You have Surf, Dive, Ice Beam, which is a TM that I will have a hell of a time trying to get again. And Mud Shot, which I can relearn, but you wouldn't be that useful against... Fine. I'm making so many stupid decisions here, but honestly...
Isn't it bad? Like, just the one thing you needed Flash for the beginning.
I know, I knew I was gonna need Flash for this, which I don't totally need Flash, but I'm like, it would make this so much easier if I had it.
Right.
But, no, I'm like, yeah, I'll leave behind my Strength user, and I got rid of, Rock Smash for Waterfall, which I needed to get through this. I don't want to use the Atrium.
Use Rock Smash as your repel. That'll work.
Oh, couldn't see that trainer there.
Some of these trainers have like binoculars or something because they're way off screen and they spot you.
Yeah. Claydol. Okay, well for once actually.
Psychic ground, right?
Yeah.
I got one right.
Claydol's a really bulky Pokemon. I always liked the design of it and found it kind of weird, like, once it evolved, it became, like, much bigger.
Oh, yeah. Are those supposed to be eyes all around the top there?
I think so.
I don't ever remember seeing that in one of the animes or anything.
The episode of the anime it was in was... It was kind of a dumb but funny one where, it, like, was really... There was, like, they were trying to get a huge Claydol to, like, fit in a... Like, there was, like, this monstrous Claydol on the loose that was, like, bigger than a normal one. And they were trying to all get it in, like, a big Pokeball.
That sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, and there was parts where, like... It was really messed up. There was parts where, like... They tried, like, every random tactic to get it, like, using... the girls, and for some reason Jesse's Wobbuffet, like, to lure it out, and then, like, it was just a messed up episode.
Was it, like, rolling through the town, like, causing a ruckus?
No, they were in, like, a mountain area, I think. I don't really remember that one too much, though. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Oh. Yeah, I love sometimes the plots would just be so ridiculous. It's like, this Pokemon's in the middle of the road.
I felt like...
Stop everything.
I felt like the Diamond and Pearl series had, like, Personally, I felt like it had the best plot lines of any episode. And even some of the plots of the Black and White anime were pretty good. But then there was just a lot of really boring filler episodes in that one as well.
Black and White is when Meowth went with Ash, right? At some point?
Yeah, that was a really interesting plot line, I thought.
That, like, threw me for a loop because I didn't, like, watch the changeover episode, so I just turned it on one day and I was like, wait a minute, is this, like... Because they've done that before where they'll get mixed up and so it'll be like, Jesse will be with the team. But I was like, is this an ongoing thing?
It was ongoing for a few episodes and then Meowth betrayed them once they got to, Nimbasa City. Yeah, I think that's what the city was.
He's Meowth. What do you expect? He's Team Rocket.
Yeah, and that was a good way to make a finale, a season finale episode. Like they made the good thing about the Black and White series, at least for the first 2 seasons. They had really good season finales.
Yeah, it seemed like when that show first started, there was a definite end to seasons, and then somewhere in the middle, it was just like, well, we're just gonna go from place to place, and that was the only difference from one season to the next.
Honestly, what am I trying to think of here? There was, the reason why I thought the Diamond and Pearl series was so good was that it felt the most complete. Like, especially ending off its final season, because even though it was the shortest one at only, like, 30 episodes, the Sinnoh League felt like the best league in the whole series. I don't know if I want to push that upward or not. It doesn't look like it. There was also one episode of the Sinnoh League that a lot of people hated, because it was, Ash against this guy who used a Darkrai and a Latios.
What?
Yeah, I'm not making that one up either. And this is back at the beginning, damn it. I saw the episode and, honestly, even though the guy used 2 legendaries, it was a really good battle.
I got the sense from the Darkrai movie that it was just the one.
The Darkrai movie was one of my favorite movies of the series as well.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
I watched that so much when I got it on DVD. And I've been meaning to watch it, like, recently too, but I haven't watched it in, like, Oh, I see how to do this puzzle now. I'm just thinking of it dumb. Oh, this is an item suit. This is why I hate this Victory Road. It's so dark, and I can't see where anything is.
At least you got a full restore.
That's
At least it wasn't
nice.
like a bad item.
Yeah, I guess. I saw another way to go back here, which hopefully is where I need to go. Golbat isn't what I was looking for, though.
I remember when the Darkrai movie came out, and then like Toys R Us, you could get one there.
I didn't have we didn't have a Toys R Us at that time either. I was like, we didn't get a Toys R Us until like 2 years ago, maybe.
You live a deprived life, my friend.
I went there recently, and like I was looking for like just Pokemon figures to decorate my room up with, and like I found them, but it was like $15 for a box of like 3 5-inch figures or something.
Jeez.
So I was like, this really isn't worth it.
I do like the new, it's like the World of Nintendo action figures. They started selling like everywhere now. They're fairly cheap, and they look pretty cool.
I haven't seen any of those, actually. I'll have a look for them next time I go somewhere.
Yeah, I think I've seen them at like Target and Walmart, but they got Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, but they've had like some Link figures, like Pikmin.